We're now looking at the week of August 10th to August 16th. In this next week, we got a lot of amazing energy coming. Sun is now fully and completely into true sky Leo, and this is the big new radiation that is moving in our life. The other big energy for this week is the releasing of the Mercury energy and the retrograde going stationary and direct. Some of the big energies that we're starting out the week with is Mars in opposition to Saturn, but that's only going to be an influence for about half of the week until about the 13th. So really the big energy that we're still feeling is the new transition into Leo and Mercury starting the process of leaving retrograde. By the 10th, we are starting to feel it go stationary direct. And it's going to hold that energy until the 12th when it fully goes into a direct motion. So this, I think, is going to bring a lot of relief for a lot of individuals that have been feeling the pressure of this last Mercury. I've been joking with a lot of people. This one's been pretty expensive for us in the sense that a lot of things that have needed repair during this time, which Mercury has a tendency to do. Now let's look at another really important energy that's in our chart. And right now that is Venus. So starting out the week, Venus is moving closer. It's only a couple of degrees away from Jupiter. And by the time we get to the 11th, it really is in that conjunction energy and then just starts to kind of create that release from that conjunction by the 13th. So remember, the 13th is also when that Mars energy starts to let up from that opposition with Saturn. So this is another energy we're going to explore within the chart this week. Now let's dive into some of the deeper subtle energies. We still have Uranus in a conjunction with Sedna. We have a whole bunch of energy coming together with Lilith, Vesta, and Juno. And these are all in a conjunction energy together within the sign of Libra. So let's explore this as well. And the other key energy that we're experiencing is Chiron and Uranus in a conjunction. But that conjunction is little by little starting to get closer together. So we're within a few degrees of each other, but every day they're getting a little bit closer. So as we start to move a little bit closer to the fall equinox, this is going to be kind of a time where we're going to see those really come into conjunction together. We've already been feeling a lot of their influence in our life. Chiron, Eris, we'll look at the gates that they're in too. The movement of moon through this sign is moving through true sky Aquarius. The full moon itself was in true sky Capricorn, but it's already into true sky Aquarius. And in this next week, it's going to move through Aquarius, Pisces, which is a massively long sign within true sky astrology, and Aries, and then start moving into Taurus. So this is the vibration that the moon's going to be moving through this next week. Again, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus energy. It's going to end the week in a conjunction, kind of closing out the week until next Saturday with Uranus, Sedna, Moon, all in a conjunction energy together. So we'll see how this gets to show us that the moon is going to really be having us focus in. What is this Uranus, Sedna playing out in our chart? The sun is going to start out in the gate 7, but it's ending on the 10th. So the crossover between the 10th and 11th, we're going to be moving into the gate 4. So this is going to start to bring us a whole new energy because the gate 7 being in the yellow diamond in the identity center is going to give way to holding awareness into the gate 4, which is in the head, the or the ajna, pardon me, the ajna area of the body. In this next week, we've just come out of a full moon. So this whole time of this next week is the waning moon process. So every day the moon is going to become a little less bright, a little less bright, as it starts to move in the next 2 weeks towards the energy of the next new moon. So this week we have the consistence of Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Mercury, and Chiron in retrograde. But we finally have fully and completely by the 11th Mercury retrograde letting go, and we finally don't have to deal with that energy in our charts any longer. Moon is going to be starting out in the gate 37 at the beginning of the week, and as it's starting out there, it'll be ending in the gate 24. So that whole arc and that movement as it goes from that Aquarius to the energy in Taurus is going to be starting in the gate 37, going until the gate 24. Mercury is in the gate 31 all week long. So as it's been in its retrograde, it's going to stabilize and be in pretty much the gate 31.3 all week, because remember, it's going out of retrograde, being stationary, which means it's not moving, then it starts to go direct. So it's got something very rare. It's sitting in one line, the line 3, so 31.3 for 4 days. This is kind of a big deal. It only happens when either a planet is starting to move retrograde or starting to go stationary direct again. So this is very, very powerful. Now remember, we had Mars in that opposition energy to Saturn. Mars and Saturn opposition is going to be that polarity of the gate 25-46. Mars in 46, Saturn in 25. It's still in a conjunction with Neptune in the gate 25 all week, and this is just going to be a constant for a bit. And we have Uranus and Sedna in the gate 20. So these are going to be the main energies that we're really influenced in feeling. But remember, we also had that Venus Jupiter energy, and this is going to be the gate 39 of provocation. So we might want to even take a peek at what might be being provoked in our life, what is coming forward from this Venus Jupiter expansion energy. Where's that conjunction happening in your chart? As I mention all of these, you want to kind of take each note and just kind of see where's it playing out in what house on your natal chart, because that's going to give you an ability to look at where you are potentially going to be feeling this transiting energy in your life. Like, what house is it playing out in? Is it going to be playing out in your personal identity, maybe in the first house? Is it going to be playing out in maybe 8th house energy, deeper mysteries, deeper shadowy things? Is it going to be playing out in the 6th house, maybe your body or your work? So you want to kind of play out a little bit, where is this happening, and where can you kind of pay attention to where this pressure is pushing into you on a personal blueprint level. And the last thing I just don't want to talk about is Pluto still holding its energy in the gate 41. It's been in the gate 41.1 for a while. And let's see if we can touch a little bit on the line 3 and the line 1, what these might bring for us. So Mercury being in the line 3, it's going to be about experimentation. It's going to be about doing activity, seeing how things work. Whereas the line 1 is still in this formulation, kind of the foundational energy, getting the vast details together, gathering the data, these kinds of energies. So, but remember, it's retrograde. So it's always important to see where are these energies playing out in your path, your chart throughout the week. So these are the main energies for this week. We don't have any other major lunar things going on because we just came out of the full moon. The retrogrades that are in place are going to continue to reflect us inward. Mercury letting go is going to start to expand us into contemplation and conversation and moving our mind outward. So for those of you that have been sitting on the on the fence with some projects that you are getting ready to do or getting ready to launch them, now's the perfect time to get them up, get them going. 31 is going to be potent and powerful gate for you to play with, because the gate 31 definitely has another vibration of leadership, another vibration of being able to champion something through into a completion. So with that, be gentle with yourself this next week. There is kind of a sense of really feeling a bit bombarded by some of the last week for sure of energy, of some different planetary shifts and changes that are happening. There's a lot going on globally. There's a lot going on globally within the multidimensional fields of frequencies, emanations, technologies that are upon or being influenced into the planetary sphere. And we want to recognize where we have maybe felt that a little bit, maybe all the way down into our muscles and our bones. And as that starts to let go, we want to just kind of recognize that we are in a vast collective field of a lot of different things happening. So even though you're looking at your own personal information, it's also important to recognize that there's a collective field that we're in. A lot of people are emanating stuff into the field, and sometimes it can feel very toxic. Sometimes it's not just people emanating things into the frequency field, and we want to let ourselves feel ourselves, just be able to stabilize that as quick as possible. So with so much love, this will be our next week.